equipment with none of the expense. Easy Trim is designed to work on...
This is USA.
Didn't you hear what I said? I said Gavin is going to be here any second. And if he finds you here, there's just going to be trouble.
Well, I like trouble, honey. Don't you know the word trouble and fun mean the same thing to me? Now, about that material...
Get away from me!
Oh, you're still as friendly as ever, aren't you, Miss Travis? Oh, I know what it is. You don't want to be interrupted, that's it, isn't it? You're afraid someone's going to come walking in here and interrupt our little fun. Or should I say, trouble? Now, that should take care of the interruptions. Now let's take care of the fun.
Don't do this, Gunther. Just keep away from me. You'll be sorry.
You're going to be glad, honey. Now, what do you think of this?
Get away from me.
Well, well.
I mean it. Stay there. Don't you come one step closer.
Now, you're just starting to make this interesting, honey.
I'm really worried about Bobby. I mean, why would she up and quit all of a sudden?
She didn't give you any reason?
No. And I asked her if it had anything to do with the fact that April Scott had left for Europe. But that doesn't make any sense. She doesn't even know April.
You know, maybe it has something to do with...
What?
Oh, no, I hope I'm wrong. There's no reason to quit a job. Well, this morning at the studio.
Well, what happened? I didn't even know you saw her today.
Yeah, I did. She came over to the studio first thing this morning. Well, she wanted me to take her on as a student.
Bobby?
Well, she wasn't all that bad, but... Well, I tried to let her down easy, but she still took it kind of hard.
Oh, I'm sure she did. And not because she wants to be a dancer. I'll bet that's her way of staying close to you. You know what I mean. I told you, Gavin. She's stuck on you.
Yeah, but do you think it upset her enough to quit?
I'm sure that's the reason. She probably wants to get away from the whole neighborhood now. Gavin, have you done your good deed for the day? If not, here's your chance.
What do you mean?
Bobby lives across the street in that old brownstone top floor. Would you consider talking to her?
I'm supposed to meet Jody at the studio.
It'll take 5 minutes, that's all. And I'm sure it would help. Not just her, but me. Oh, I don't want to have to break in another waitress. What do you say?
Okay.
Excuse me. Did I think...
Shall I serve dessert here too, Mrs. Whitney?
Not for me, thank you.
No, for me, Chrissy, thank you. It was a wonderful dinner, but all I can manage right now is a little coffee.
Well, I won't disappoint you. I would like a big fat piece of cheesecake.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Geraldine, I don't want you being too generous with your company. If you get tired, thank you. I want you to ride up to bed. This is your first day on your feet, remember?
Thank you. Now, Skylar, I really feel very well. The effects of a good dinner, I have no doubt.
I bet there's another reason. I think it's because you've decided you don't want to live alone anymore, and you're going to take us up on our offer.
I hope that's true, Geraldine, is it?
Now, my dears, listen to me. It isn't that I wouldn't enjoy living here with you. As Raven knows, I hate the solitary life. I suppose if I were a different sort of person, I'd have 11 cats, 3 dogs, and a parakeet. But it's the human company I crave.
Well, we're human. I think.
Oh, well, perhaps that's the reason that you're hesitating, Geraldine. Is it because you know how difficult we can be?
Oh, that's nonsense. After all, you are my entire family right now.
Yes, that's true.
I regard Raven as my family, too. Why, she's like my own daughter. She's a spoiled, impossible, incorrigible child, but mine own.
I think you're weakening.
I hope so. Have you decided?
Well, to be truthful, I think I knew the answer to your question the moment you asked it.
I knew it.
Oh, I tried to think of all kinds of objections, but not too many. Not so many that I couldn't say thank you. I'd be very happy to live in this house again. And very happy to be part of a family again.
Well, welcome, you two. Come on in. Here's your favorite table already.
Sid, we've only sat here once before. You're right, it's our favorite table.
How are you tonight? How's business?
Oh, it's up and it's down. You know, don't tell your sister April that, though. I don't want her to think that her investment has gone down the
She
drain.
wouldn't be worried, Sid. Right now, all she's thinking about is being with her husband.
Oh, that's right. They must be together by now. I'm so happy for her.
Well, so are we, but we miss her anyway.
Yeah, so do I. You know, she used to come in here at least once a day to ask me how things were going. But she's better off where she is, that's for sure. I know that's what I'd do if my husband was 5,000 miles away.
You ever had a husband, Sid? That's too personal question. Don't answer.
Well, I usually don't like to talk about it. But yeah, I did once, a long time ago. So long, I couldn't even tell you his collar size. I do remember his head size, though. It was big. Too big.
Well, how long has it been since you've seen him?
Well, not long enough. I still vaguely remember what he looks like. Oh, hey, you know Valerie Bryson, don't you? Did you read that story about her in the news?
Who hasn't?
Isn't that something? Falling in love with the guy whose face you've never seen. What a story.
What a scoop for Nancy Carr. I'm jealous.
Oh, the heck you are. All you've been thinking about the past couple of days is that move we're making tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. You two are moving into April's place, aren't
From
you?
a modest little cottage to a penthouse in the sky. The great American success story with a little bit of a twist.
Ooh, oh, boy, I wouldn't mind a little twist like that. I've never lived higher than the 3rd floor in my whole life. If I did live in a penthouse, I'd probably get nosebleeds.
Well, I must admit I'm excited about it. You know what? We'll be nearer to you from now on.
That's right. This very well may become our favorite table.
Great, great. I can use the business. I want to make sure this place stays profitable. Oh, which reminds me, do you happen to know of a good waitress? No?
What? What happened to Bobby?
Well, I'm not sure she's coming back. She's having, emotional problems, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll trade you, Sid. We'll look for a waitress if you find us a good nurse housekeeper.
Oh, what about that lady who was taking care of Julia?
Oh, no. Mrs. Timmons wisely decided not to tackle Adam Kavanaugh. There is an enormous amount of difference between taking care of a sweet little girl like Julia and a 4-year-old dynamo.
We tried to find an ex-football player, but they're all afraid to take the job.
Well, if I hear of anyone, I'll let you know. Hey, I better get you folks a menu.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, by the way, did you know that we have a new member of Sid's Hall of Fame?
Who's that?
Ta-da! I just had it framed. The famous dancing star, Miss Jody Travis.
Not quite a star yet. She sure does look like one.
Oh, she sure does.
I was going to hang it up on the wall right next to Gavin's, but you know what's funny?
What?
Gavin's picture. It isn't there anymore.
Who is it?
It's Gavin, Bobby.
Who?
Gavin Wiley.
It is you.
In the flesh. Can I come in?
If it's extra crunchy peanut butter for your extra special ones, you ought to know about the difference.
The difference is just peanut in your crunch. That says you mean the world to me.
It's the only crunch for
your special bunch with a taste for peanutty.
She loves crunchy peanut butter with great big peanutty chunks. So it's got to be Jif.
Of all the big brands, Jif Extra Crunchy's got more bigger chunks, more crunchy peanut taste.
The crunchier Jif, it's in Jif.
Oh, that chocolatey devil's food. Duncan Hines, you and I have done it again. Now if I can just get the kids to wait.
Who can wait?
Chocolate lovers can't help but help themselves to a moist, delicious cake with Duncan Hines.
Wow, it's chocolate.
It's hard to resist the chocolatey mist of a moist, delicious cake with Duncan Hines.
The rich, fudgy cocoa of 6 milk chocolate bars goes into every Duncan Hines chocolate cake for a moist, delicious taste that melts in every chocolate bite you take.
So go ahead and help yourself.
Last bite.
It's a moist, delicious way to bake your best.
Good thing I always bake more than one.
You're the best.
Duncan Hines.
Duncan Hines frosting. So smooth, we should have called it
I think she's beautiful.
Why, thank you.
Oh, Rosie, I got my baby's first pictures. Look.
Oh, cute. The baby's first spill.
Quick, Rosie, my pictures.
Relax. Bounty's so fast it gets spilled before they get away.
That was fast.
Bounty's the quicker picker-upper. Take a look. See how much faster Bounty soaks up liquid? The other towel pushes it along and lets it get away.
Bounty is quicker.
And it's tough. Look. Now, even with cleanser, you can scrub with Bounty.
That's one tough towel.
Mm-hmm. And this is one beautiful baby. She must take after her father. Bounty's the quicker picker-upper. Get spills before they get away.
I didn't know you knew where I lived, Gavin. Who told you, anyway?
Nobody. I'm just a good detective. That's what I get for hanging around with Calvin Stoner.
Oh, don't look. This is a mess. Don't look at me. I'm worse.
You look okay to me. I thought you were sick.
Wait a minute. You were at Sid's tonight, right? Sid told you where I live, right?
Yeah, Calvin and I had dinner there. We missed you. Service was lousy.
Yeah, well, sorry, I just wasn't feeling well enough to come in.
Yeah, Sid told us. She also told me that, you're quitting. That's not true, is it?
I guess it is.
Hey, come on, you can't do that. The place wouldn't be the same without you, Bobby.
Nobody's gonna miss me.
I will.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will. Hey, Bobby, you been crying?
No. It's just a cold.
Well, if there's something wrong or something I can help
Look,
with...
I said I was okay. Would you stop being such a goody two-shoes? The only reason I'm not going back is that I don't want to wait on tables anymore. I told you I want to do something different.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Don't worry, it's not gonna be dancing. I'm not kidding myself.
I just know there must be something better to do than sling hash.
Hey, Sid's is no hash house, Bobby. It's a good restaurant. It's getting better. And, in a little while, I wouldn't be surprised if Sid offers you a partnership.
Can't wait. Look, I'm leaving, okay?
I just gotta get out. I gotta get out of this dump, too.
Bobby, is this all my fault?
You? No. What are you talking about?
Well, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this morning at the studio.
What, are you kidding? Just because you wouldn't give me dance lessons? Gavin, there are dance schools all over town. If I wanted to take lessons that bad, I'd go to one. I just felt bad for you.
Maybe because I'm out of work?
I thought you could use a student. Listen, it was a dumb idea. Just because I can skate doesn't mean I can dance.
You weren't all that bad, you know.
Yeah, but I was stupid. I've been stupid about a lot of things lately.
Hey, look, I really appreciate you trying to help me out. Thanks, Bobby.
Please don't. Don't say that. You know I wasn't thinking about you. I was thinking about me. I wanted to take lessons with you because Never mind, okay? Listen, would you mind leaving? I'd really like to be left alone.
Bobby, it's not worth quitting over. And if you quit, a lot of people will miss you.
Yeah, sure.
It's true. Sid likes you a lot. She'll be lost without you. She's always telling me how much she relies on you.
Who else likes me, Gavin?
Calvin likes you. And Jody.
Yeah, I thought her name would come into this.
And I like you. I really do. I like you, I don't want to help you. All right, I guess it's all a misunderstanding. I'm sorry if I did or said anything to hurt you.
Gavin, you feel sorry for me. That's what it is. Look, don't do me any favors, okay? You feel pity for me, and I really can't take that. Would you mind just leaving?
Yeah. Sure.
Wash and go. You're a guy who's on the go. You wash and go, hair, let's her know. Everywhere that you go. You wash and go, hair, let's her know.
Pert, that's what you want for hair on the go. Pert adds a drop of instant action conditioning, so all you do is wash and go.
Wash and go, hair looks good on you. With style and freedom. Wash and go with Pert. Wash and go.
Drinking and driving is the major cause of highway crashes because people don't know enough about what they drink. They don't know that 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, and 1 1/4 ounces of liquor, all typical servings, have the same alcohol content. These facts are so important they've been made part of the driver's manuals of 24 states so far. These states realize that drivers have to know these facts before they drink and drive.
Hey, Memphis, we have something great.
Start something great in Memphis, where great things always start. Start something great in Memphis. Start right from the heart. Start something in Memphis.
We've really started something. Keep it going.
Start something in Memphis.
Hey, look, it's McGruff the crime dog.
Wonder who he's looking for.
I don't know. Hey, McGruff, can we help?
Lorenzo Orlando Hutchins was last seen in July of 1983. He is 6 years old, 3 feet 8 inches tall, and 48 pounds. He has brown hair and eyes. Help McGruff in his search for missing children. Call 528-2005 if you've seen this child.
You know, maybe it's a blessing making the move at this time. I mean, there'll be so much to do at the penthouse that Jody won't have time to worry about the dance company.
Yes, but what about when opening night comes and she's not on the stage?
Well, we don't know when that's going to be, and I haven't heard anything that says that Sky Whitney's even chosen another principal dancer.
Maybe he's promoted somebody else from the ensemble.
Maybe, but there's not been a word about it in the press, and nothing's come across my desk at WMON.
Well, now, listen, you are a reporter. Why don't you just interview the man?
You know something? That is a very good idea.
Of course it is. It's the fish. It's brain food.
You know what? I think I will call him. I mean, he sure called us enough when he wanted publicity. I'd like to find out what he's going to do.
I'll tell you one thing he's not going to do. Not going to get Jody back again.
I don't think he can, Miles, for one reason.
Spelled G-A-V-I-N.
That's right, because I think as long as Gavin is around, she's not going to go near Sky Whitney again.
You must be getting pretty tired, honey. Why don't you pull up a chair over here next to me?
Why don't you leave? You can't keep me here all night.
Oh, I'm in no hurry. Besides, you told me your boyfriend, Gavin, was going to be here in a few minutes. Well, where is he?
He said he'd be here and he will. And you better be gone before he is.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Before he gets here and beats up on me, huh? Oh, come on, baby. Why don't you put the walking stick down? You know you're not going to harm me. You like me too much.
I loathe you, Gunther.
Oh, honey, you're just wasting time. I mean, we could have had an awful lot of fun together, you and me. Well, look what time it is. The evening is getting away from us, sugar. Hey, by the way, how do you like my new watch?
I can't see it from here.
Oh.
And I don't want to.
Well, you can hear it, can't you? Hmm? Pretty little tune, isn't it? It plays every time you open the case. Yeah. Oh, it's got my initials. You want to see?
No.
Oh, come on. Take a look at it. It's an antique, a genuine antique. Mr. Whitney, he gave this to me as a token of his esteem for my devoted loyalty. See?
Don't. Stay away. I'm warning you.
You know, it's got his initials in it, too. I guess that shows just how close we are. Me and the boss. You wouldn't believe how close we are. Some people can't tell the employer from the employee. Well, I guess it's time for another game.
Don't. Stay away.
Come on now. You know, I'm a very patient guy. Now, come on.
No!
Well, now, just wait for the boyfriend. Shouldn't take too long.
Gavin!
Hey, what's the matter?
Gavin, hold me.
What happened?
Nothing. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the restaurant. Take me, sister.
Tell me what happened, damn it. Who's up there? Is it Sky?
No, it's nobody.
It's Gunther. Gunther's up there, isn't he? He attacked you.
Look, Gavin, please, don't go up there, okay? He just wants to make trouble, and I know something terrible's gonna happen.
Shirley, I want you to go to Sid's and wait for me there. I'll be there in a few minutes.
No, I can't let you go up there. No, please listen to me. It's just gonna be trouble, and if you go up there, I'll never talk to you again. I mean it. Do you hear me? You're just gonna get hurt.
Jody, listen to me. I'm not that stupid. I'm just gonna go upstairs, and I'm gonna tell him to leave if he's still there. And if he doesn't leave, I'll call the cops, all right? I promise.
All right, you promise you won't pick a fight with him, and you won't let him goad you into a fight.
I swear I won't. That if you go to Sid's and wait for me there, nothing will happen, okay? Trust me.
All right, I'll trust you. But if you're not at Sid's, in 10 minutes, I'll call the police.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Connors, and I'm gonna make you a better tennis player. Every month in Tennis Magazine. Tennis, #1 tennis magazine in the world. #1 in keeping you up to date, helping you to enjoy and improve your game with sound and practical instructions from the world's top teachers like Ash, Hopman, Trabert, Vandermeer, Braden, and even me.
With news, insights, and updates on all the top players and on the bright new stars. With Tell It Like It Is articles on tennis equipment, apparel, and vacation ideas. Now you can get tennis at a bargain rate.
Call 800-453-1900 toll-free, and you can get 12 issues of Tennis Magazine for only $9.97, less than half the newsstand price. Call right now, and you'll get free the booklet Jimmy Connors on winning serves and ground strokes. That's 12 issues of tennis, plus the Jimmy Connors booklet for only $9.97. But you must call now, 800-453-1900.
Don't forget, we've got a date right here every month.
What is the ultimate video party? You and 50 friends turn your favorite club into a private screening party with the latest in video technology, the Video Box. See Tears for Fears and Kool and the Gang's newest videos. When the party's over, the Video Box is yours to keep, plus a widescreen TV and a year's supply of video discs. What a party! You can win all this and a lot more, like CD players and the hottest new sounds. Watch Radio 1990 for details.
Oh, really? You don't know what you're missing. This is delicious.
Geraldine, that is going to be one of your duties here in the house, if you don't mind making sure that Raven doesn't get herself as big and fat as a great big house.
Now, my dear Schuyler, that is one thing that you won't have to worry about. You see, Raven has one of those magic metabolisms. Why, she has been known to eat a ton of dessert and not gain a single pound.
Oh, you know, I thought of something. I think that we should have an announcement or something telling everyone that you're going to live with us. Or a party. Let's have a party. A welcome home party. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Good. I think everyone should know where you are.
I think just a simple change of address will do, Raven.
Excuse me. Mr. Whitney, there's a phone call for you.
Oh. If you'll pardon me, ladies.
All right, but only for a moment. I want to talk about this party.
This is Whitney.
It's Gunther. Listen, things are cooking down here, boss.
Where are you?
I'm at the Wiley Dance Studios, and little Jody Travis has just run out of here crying for her mama. And guess who just came into the building? Gavin Wiley himself. He's coming here to defend her honor. It's working, boss, just like we planned.
No, it's not just the way we planned it, Gunther. I was going to be there, remember?
Well, that's just why I'm calling you, boss. You better get down here any minute because the stage is set and something big is going to happen in the next 10 minutes. And if you want a front row seat...
Yeah, I'll be right there. Bye.
Well, come on in, Wiley. I've been waiting for you.
I'm Tammy. Christmas is almost here.
The Europeans Champions Championship, Sunday and Monday here on USA. This is the USA Network.
I'm at the Wiley Dance Studio, and little Jody Travis just ran out of here crying for her mama. And now, guess who just came into the building with blood in his eye?
Who?
None other than Gavin Wiley himself. He's coming up here to defend her honor. I'm telling you, boss, it's working just like we planned.
No, it's not the way we planned it, Gunther. I was going to be there, remember?
Well, that's why I'm calling you, boss. You better get down here because the stage is set, and something big is going to happen in the next 10 minutes. And if you want a front row seat...
I'm on my way.
Well, come on in, Wiley. I've been waiting for you.
Maybe you ought to tell me what you're doing in here, Gunther.
Who, me? Oh, I just dropped by to say hello.
Well, yeah? It's not what Jody said.
Oh, that's right. She invited me. That's who I came to see.
You're a liar.
Oh, yeah? Did you ask her? Huh? See, she called the Whitney house. And she asked me to come down to the studio. See, I thought I might take her out for a little dinner, and then we might find a place where we can be alone. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it is. You're quite a comedian, Gunther. Let's find out if the cops think you're as funny.
What do the cops got to do with this?
The cops are going to have a lot to do with you when you're booked for attempted rape, among other things. You see, this time, Jody's not going to back off. This time, she's going to press those charges. You're going to jail, Gunther.
Oh, yeah? What's this, a citizen's arrest?
No. I think I'll let the cops earn their money.
Hey, that's not working.
Sounds okay to me.
It's broken, you see? Now let's talk this over like gentlemen. You don't believe me, do you? You think I'm just kidding about how Jody likes me? Well, that just shows how dumb you are. You remember that little car ride Jody and me went on? Well, guess whose idea that was?
I know whose idea it was. You told Jody that Sky asked you to pick her up.
Wrong. She asked me. Only I think she wanted more than a lift. I think she wanted a little thrill, like tonight.
I don't think so. But you're gonna have a thrill, Gunther. You're gonna find out how exciting it is to be the center of attention down at police headquarters, although you've probably been there before if I'm any judge of character.
You still insist on calling the police, huh? Despite the embarrassment it's gonna cause for your little lady friend?
Yeah, I thought I would. Now that you broke my phone, I guess I have to go down to the corner and call.
Oh, wait, you don't want to do that. Then they're going to drag little Jody down there, and they're going to make her tell how she's been calling me all the time, begging me for a date, begging me to take her out. You want to call the police? I'll give you a dime. Only, well, it's a quarter. Is that okay?
Thanks, I got my own dime.
Where are you going, Sonny? I was just beginning to enjoy this.
You know, Gunther, I'm not so sure jail's where you are gonna wind up. The way you're acting right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a padded cell.
Is that right?
Yeah, maybe they can help you. Maybe they can give you shock treatment, put electrodes over that head.
Shock treatments. That's just what I had in mind for you, Wiley. That's why I hung around here. You know, but
keep your distance, Gunther.
Well, what's the matter, Wiley? You afraid of me? You know what? I bet you just shake in those little toe shoes of yours every time you look at me.
I get sick when I look at you.
Well, you better be scared of me, buddy. Because you may be right. I may be just mad as a hatter. Yeah, I'm hearing all kinds of noises like the sweet sound of breaking bones.
I warned you, Gunther. I warned both you and your boss.
Boss? Hey, listen, buddy, I don't have a boss. Nobody tells me what to do anymore. The last time I broke your leg, it was for Skylar Whitney, but this time it's going to be for me, Gunther S. Wagner, and it's going to be a pleasure.
If anybody's going to get hurt tonight, it's going to be you, Gunther.
You know, the last time I broke your leg, there was nothing to that. Oh, you couldn't dance anymore, but you could still walk. But this time, baby, I'm going to put you in a wheelchair for life.
I warned you what I was going to do, Gunther.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. You said you were armed.
Get back! You take one more step. It'll be your last.
Well, it really is a shame that Mrs. Goodman can't stay on the job. Adam adores her. She's more like his grandma than a hired helper.
Well, we gotta be practical. I mean, one of the reasons that we thought it was such a good idea to have the penthouse is that we could hire somebody to live in.
Yes, it does make more sense than to hire a babysitter every time we go out with our busy schedule.
We need somebody permanent. We really do, just like April and Draper.
Yes, and Mrs. Goodman is just too darn attached to her own home.
Well, I can't blame her for that. I am, too.
You haven't even lived there yet.
Home is where you and Adam are. Be it ever so humble. Not that you can call a penthouse humble.
Is everything okay here, folks?
Oh, it's wonderful, Sid. Your kitchen's better than ever.
Well, it's the same old kitchen, just a new chef. I got me one of them kids straight out of culinary school, and what a whiz.
Well, I thought you did the cooking here.
Every now and then, just so long as it's down home country style.
Jody!
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, Jody. Son, come on back.
Nothing,
What's the matter? You okay?
I
Something happened?
You're going to be here tonight?
Are you all right?
Fine. I'm just waiting for Gavin, that's all.
I thought you were going to meet him at the studio.
Yes, yeah,
What's the matter here? What's happened to your dress?
Nothing.
Jody?
Please don't ask me any questions.
Are you going to tell me what's going on? What is it?
Maz, there's been some trouble, and I think Gavin is in a lot of danger.
All right, come on. Sid, is there someplace private we can talk?
Sure. Right in my little office, right in here.
Get yourself together, Jody, and tell us what happened. Now, did you meet Gavin?
No. I met Gunther.
Oh, Gunther! Oh, no, not again.
How'd you tear your dress, honey?
It was him, wasn't it? All right, this is the limit. That man is going to jail, and you are not going to let him get away with this again, Jody.
Oh, Jody, what about Gavin? Now, where is he?
Gavin went to the studio. He went to see if Gunther's there.
I better go down.
No, wait. Listen, he wants to do this on his own, okay? He said if he found Gunther there, he was just going to call the police. Please don't leave me.
In a matter of seconds, you're going to stop using your toothpaste because of what's in this silver box. It's not because it helps remove plaque. Proper brushing and flossing do that. It's not even because more dentist families have used its cavity-fighting formula than any other toothpaste. You'll switch because what's in this silver box does something most toothpastes can't do. Fight ugly tartar. Here's your new toothpaste, Tartar Control Crest. Look, tartar gets so hard, it takes your dentist or hygienist and one of these to scrape it off. But you can help keep tartar from coming back between dental visits with Tartar Control Crest. So think about it. If you have tartar, start using your new toothpaste, Tartar Control Crest.
The latest from the hot designers. W brings it to life. Beautiful people. W brings them to life. Great travel resorts. W brings them to life. The most elegant and exciting lifestyles. W brings them to life. W is the international magazine of all the best things in life. By calling this phone number, you'll find out why W is revealing, beautiful, unusual, first, fascinating, frank, fun, provocative. With this special offer, you can get 19 issues of W for only $19.97. A full 33% off the basic subscription price. Operators are standing by. Call now. W has what's best and what's first in fashion from the people who know fashion. And W brings it to life.
Robert De Niro, Jack Nicholson, Robert Mitchum, Tony Curtis, The Last Tycoon, a USA premiere event. Coming November 11th. This is USA.
Well, if you'd asked me, I would have suggested going to the nearest neighborhood tavern and getting you a good, stiff drink.
Coffee's fine, thanks.
Yeah, well, you don't look much calmer than you look when they came to take your client away.
Calvin, you must know how grateful I am for what you did tonight. Thank you.
Well, come on, you can do better than that. I mean, you can say, Calvin Stoner, you are the bravest, most remarkable man in the entire world.
Calvin Stoner, you are the bravest, most remarkable man in the entire world.
Well, now, very good. Let's go on. And if I ever did anything to offend you in the past, if I was ever very, very nasty to you, I want you to know how mistaken I was. Come on, come on.
I'm too tired to say all that, Calvin.
It's okay. It's just the thought that counts. Anyway, I didn't do anything. I just jumped in and put the handcuffs on him. You were the one who was quick thinking in this whole case, the way you disarmed him, and that was some really clever work you did getting that message to me over the phone.
You know, I really don't even know how I thought of that. When I heard your voice on the phone, I just wanted to yell help. But I don't think that Marcus would have appreciated that.
No, you'd probably be wearing a second smile right under your chin right now.
Don't even say that, Calvin. You know, I don't think that Marcus would really have used that knife anyway. He's really just a boy, Calvin.
Well, I think it's lucky for you that that boy didn't figure out the second Beatle movie was titled Help.
You know, I always was a very big Beatles fan. Now I'm an even bigger Beatles fan.
Well, I didn't get it. I mean, I didn't figure out if it wasn't for Sid over at Sid's Tavern. When I heard the word help, I finally realized it was time to come running.
I'm glad you did.
Dee Dee, I think I owe you an apology.
For what? Saving my life? There's no apology necessary.
Come on, you know what I mean.
No, I don't. Tell me.
I'm talking about that kiss I sprang on you back there.
Kiss is just a kiss.
Yes, and a sigh is just a sigh. No, I didn't want you to think that I thought that I had any special privileges just for doing my job.
Oh, you were doing your job, just doing your duty, being a good
Now,
cop.
come on, you know, that's not what I meant either.
Forget about it, Calvin. I was doing my share of the kissing, too. It was only natural. It's something that happens between two people when a person is grateful.
Oh, I see. It was gratitude, huh? Just that and nothing more.
Speaking of which, I am also very grateful that you never said it once.
Said what?
I told you so. I was waiting for you to say, Miss Bannister, have you now finally learned your lesson? Do you now realize what it is to be too compassionate towards your client?
Well, I didn't think it was necessary. I mean, after what happened today, I'm sure you understand that they're just some punks who aren't worth saving.
Oh, no. There is no one who is not worth saving, Calvin. I know a preacher back home who would definitely argue that
Maybe now
point.
that's not what I meant either. I just mean all this compassion. There are people who you can't help no matter how hard you try.
I know I really failed as far as Marcus is concerned. I thought if only I were nice to him, by getting bail for him, he would realize that the whole world wasn't against him.
Well, now you know better. I think Marcus is definitely the wrong client.
No, there are no wrong clients. But he has made it difficult for me to help him now.
Help him?
That's what I said.
You mean to tell me that you still insist on representing this guy as his lawyer?
Calvin, I am his lawyer. And I'm going to see him the first thing in the morning.
You give your body the best.
Come on, body, you can do it. Sure you can.
From the best workout to the best deodorant soap.
Safeguard. Give your body the best. Hey, this body deserves it all. Both the most rich, thick deodorant soap lather I can get, bubbling over with the most deodorant soap protection I can get. Clean scents. Give this body anything less than the best. Are you talking to me?
Give your body the best. Give it Safeguard.
On my next program, the incomparable Eddie Murphy.
Everyone aspires to be successful in, whatever they choose to do. So why would it get harder once you, got successful?
Yeah,
Are you happy? It's like, yeah, I'm ecstatic.
On the next Dick Cavett show on the USA Network, Eddie Murphy. Don't miss this one.
I like that Cavett boy.
At 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, Monday.
In a couple of days, a new company will be born here. Started by someone with a deep-rooted faith in the American dream and a taste for plain hard work. Well, the Wall Street Journal believes in the American dream, too. But they also believe that achieving it takes more than hard work. It takes hard information. So the Journal gives you the business information that can make your work pay off. News, insights, trends, practical ideas you won't find anywhere else. With the Wall Street Journal as a partner, starting a business can be a little less risky and a lot less lonely.
Call 800-527-9800 for this new Journal offer. 13 weeks for just $28 with a money-back guarantee. 13 weeks, $28. Phone 800-527-9800 now for the Wall Street Journal.
I don't believe what I am hearing. Not after what that kid just tried to do to you.
Calvin, I don't know if he'll still even want me on his case.
Baby, you are his case now. They're going to add another charge. He didn't just try to assault an old woman. He tried to assault a rather attractive young one.
That's only if I prefer charges.
Oh, come on. You mean you're thinking you might not?
Calvin, I don't know. I just don't know what's best for him.
But what about what is best for you? What about what is best for the rest of society? Damn it, Dee, that kid is a menace.
Calvin, that kid is a kid. He is not a hardened criminal, and I really don't think that he meant to hurt that woman.
Oh, sure. All he wanted to do was rob her, right?
Yes, of course, and I know that...
What about what just happened to you not half an hour ago in your office? I suppose you don't think he intended to hurt you either, is that it?
He wouldn't have hurt me if I'd had any money. Calvin, look, don't make me defend that little monster.
Well, it's nice to know that you don't see him as some kind of an angel.
No, of course I don't. But I can't let my own personal feelings interfere with his proper defense. Besides, it does have its advantages. If a judge or a jury hears about what happened, and they see that I can still defend him...
I get it. They're gonna look at you and say, well, if she can have all this compassion for this punk, then why can't we?
Exactly. It's a pretty good tactic, don't you think?
Dee Dee Bannister, you are beginning to scare me. The ironic thing is you'll probably end up being a female Clarence Darrow. Well, well. Look who just walked in.
I don't know them.
Well, you must know her. That's Valerie Bryson. Don't you read the papers?
The plastic surgeon's daughter.
Right.
She's the one who fell in love with the bandage man.
Right.
I think I can take it. Thank you.
What?
The way people stare at you when you walk into a place. You know you're becoming a local celebrity.
Well, they are not. Well, in 2 days, everyone will have forgotten all about it.
Unless Jim Dietrichson shows up. And then there'll be all kinds of magazine interviews. You know, you might even be interviewed by television. I can just see it now. The wedding on television. The most romantic wedding of the year.
Kelly, you promised we weren't going to talk about Jim tonight.
I was only teasing.
Yeah, well, I get enough teasing from Carlo at work, thank you.
Tell me something. Does Carlo seem very interested in our teen development?
Oh, Kelly, I'm convinced of it. He takes tons more pictures of her than he has to, just so we can be close to her.
How about Martine? How does she feel about that?
Well, I don't know about that. I think she would like to respond to Carlo, but something's holding her back.
Maybe it's her past. You know, she was with Gavin Wiley when she was in New York. You know, but matter of fact, they almost got it together here, but Gavin found out about her marriage.
Her marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that's what's holding her back now.
Well, I don't know. Martine's been with a lot of men, Sky Whitney included.
Really? Sky? It is interesting how people's affections change, isn't it?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, something like that happened to me recently.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now that it has, I don't want it to ever change again. I'm giving you 10 seconds to turn around and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, kid? Huh? You gonna pull that trigger?
That's right.
Oh, good. You gonna shoot me in cold blood, or maybe you're gonna just shoot off my kneecaps?
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. You'll be the one going around in a wheelchair.
I don't think you'll pull that trigger. I don't think you've got the guts, because you're just a dancer. And dancers, well, we know about them.
Don't you test me, Gunther. It's not gonna be worth it.
Well, I'm gonna put you right to the test, sweetheart.
Don't move! This gun's loaded.
You know what I think? I think you better hand over that little toy pistol of yours, because I can handle it a lot better than you can.
One more step and I'll shoot.
Just one little itty-bitty step?
You heard what I said.
Oh, there! There you go. You got your back up against the wall. There's no place for you to hide now, Wiley. Now put up or shut up. Well, come on, sissy, shoot! You shot me.
nightmare. 22 people. I cooked all day. It was awful. The food? The spots on my glasses. Even the silverware had spots. Spots? Spots for 22 people. I felt like a unmade bed.
Nothing's worse than a dishwasher full of spotty dishes. That's why you need Cascade. Cascade sheeting action leaves dishes virtually spotless. And when they're virtually spotless...
I did it right this time. Cascade. Beautiful.
For virtually spotless dishes, nothing beats Cascade.
We're in New Orleans at world-famous Arnaud's restaurant. Tonight, we're secretly replacing the fine coffee they usually serve with dark, sparkling Folgers crystals. Will it be rich enough for our special guests?
This is the best coffee I've had in a long time.
What?
Definitely was very rich. Rich flavor. It was very good.
What would you say if I told you that it was Folgers Crystals?
Folgers Crystals? As in instant? We've never had instant coffee this good. Will they just sell it to the restaurants, or can I buy it at home? I will buy it at home. That's extraordinary.
This is what diners at world-famous Arnaud's restaurant told us about Folgers crystals. Coffee rich enough to be served in America's finest restaurants.
Hi, Mike Jarrett. Join me for the next Alive and Well. You meet Betty Rowland, and she'll talk about how she helped her mother commit suicide. Join us.
Tomorrow. Bronze medalist Evander Holyfield. Silver medalist Virgil Hill. America's Olympic heroes continue to pound out a living this week at 9 p.m. Eastern on USA's Friday Night Boxing. The magic number is 3. 3 victories in 5 years, and this $1 million trophy is yours. 1985 U.S. Open champion Yvonne Lendl has held the cup the last 2 years. A gathering of champions look to stop Lendl from claiming permanent possession. The Europeans Champions Championship, Sunday and Monday here on USA.
Well, how about that, Mr. Whitney? Did I do a number on that kid, or did I?
There you were. Splendid. All right, now come on. Let's get a move on here. You may have called the cops or an ambulance or something.
Yeah, good. You brought the police, huh? It worked like a charm, Mr. Whitney. The only thing is, I couldn't get him to shoot me from a distance, you know? I know you wanted at least 10 feet. But he wouldn't play the game, so I had to grab the gun and pull the trigger myself, the little sissy.
Oh, that's all right, Gunther. I'll just remove these blanks here and replace them with the real thing. Then I will drive you over to the house, put you in the attic, and I'll get you your money.
Cash, Mr. Whitney. Nothing but cash.
Oh, yes, Gunther, nothing but cash. And then I will tell Gavin that I have just saved his hide. And that I have taken your body and given you a private burial.
Oh, he's going to be so grateful to you, Mr. Whitney.
Oh, yes, he'll do anything I ask him now.
Yeah, he's going to be so scared. Oh, there's one thing, Mr. Whitney. I've never been up in the attic in your house there. Is there going to be enough room for me?
Oh, yes, Gunther. Plenty of room. You'll be very comfortable.
You know, I got to hand it to you, Mr. Whitney. You sort of blew it with that situation with Romeo Slade, but you sure did a good job this time.
Yes, Gunther, I really used my head. You see, now I've got Gavin Wiley under control. And you get to go to heaven.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Whitney. Oh, man, I'm going to find myself a tropical paradise.
Well, that's not exactly the kind of heaven I had in mind, Gunther.
about to discover a fascinating magazine. A magazine that will entertain you, involve you, intrigue you, and challenge you with every turn of the page. The magazine is Games. And as you're about to find out, there's no other magazine quite like it. Come with us now into the exciting world of Games, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Thinking becomes fun. In every issue, you'll find fascinating puzzles using numbers, games with words, people, and even places and images to identify in ways you've never dreamed possible. Plus trivia quizzes, cryptograms, mazes, unusual crosswords.
USA.